math and welcome to my channel. My name is Stefania. If you're new here, today I have a very exciting collection. I feel like I haven't been this excited about a full collection in a really long time, where I was just like, yes, I can't wait to get my hands on it. I can't wait to go to the store. There's been exciting collections, but I will say, I was excited about this one more so than most of the ones that have been coming out in the past year. But anyways, we are going to get into this Makeup by Mario. This is his Soft Sculpt collection. So we have cream blushes, we have cream powders, we have cream blushes, blush powder, we have a sculpting stick. Unfortunately, those weren't in stock quite yet, but I did pick up the bronzer. So I have quite a few of the products to go over, and then I was able to swatch most of the range. So I will make sure to put those up. So hopefully, even if you're not towards my skin tone, it will help you guys out, because I know that it's just really frustrating shopping online. So I'm excited to get into all of this. Let's go ahead without further ado. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Hit that like button so I keep doing these, and let's go ahead and jump into this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm so excited. This is the first time I've been in a Sephora in forever where I was just like, she's like, everything just got open. She's like, you can swatch whatever, pretty much just she's like, it's fine type thing. No one else has touched anything. We'll clean it if you want to. But they weren't, I think because the store just opened, there was nobody else in there. So it was just kind of I had free reign of doing swatches on everything, which with COVID, I haven't been able to do that before. So I do have swatches of pretty much everything, like I said. So I will show you guys all of those. But yeah, it feels really good to just walk in there and be like, oh my gosh, I can touch things again. Obviously not all the time, but it was very nice. I miss it so much. I miss that. I miss being able to get samples. I miss being able to relax while I'm in there and just enjoy the shopping experience, because I do love going in store. But let's go ahead and play with these because I'm so excited. All the packaging is black matte. His packaging is very simple. Not to say it's just very, very simple packaging. So this is the blush compared to the bronzer. And one of the things that I really like is he has all the expiration stuff in here. The powders say 24 hours. Yes, it's gonna last you 24. No, it is 24 months. What I really like is, because you guys have heard me talk about cream blush and saying I'm not adding any more to my collection, which I was not planning on doing when I was there. I was like, you will not. You will not. And then I was like, they didn't have the cream contour sticks. Those are out of stock on Sephora. They still haven't come into stock in Sephora or in stores. They said that they were behind. I did ask the employees, and they're like, yeah, his company is behind on sending us those, so we don't have them yet. We don't have a date. It doesn't say a date online. So yeah, just know, obviously this is the first day it's released, so there's not a lot of information about these products, so I'm going to do my best. But if I'm kind of guessing here on how things are going to go based off the descriptions and what it says how to use. But I just wanted to give that disclaimer, because sometimes people jump all over you later and be like, well, he said this. And I'm like, look, things just got released today. It doesn't say anything yet. So this is what the cream stick looks like. I can't wait for the contour. I was very excited. I love contour sticks. And based off the blush, I swatched it and I was like, I don't think I one. But one thing I really appreciate about the blush is that it says it is good for 18 months, I believe, which is not bad. That's why I stopped buying a lot of cream products right now, because I'm I have a lot and most of them expire within a year. So I was I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to justify it to myself. Not to say that you need to justify it to yourself, but I need it too, because I feel like cream blushes are just the thing right now. But okay, let's get into this, because I know I'm talking a lot. Let's start off. I'm going to start off with the blush first, I think. So I got the soft coral one, and this is dual-sided. So it has these little dots on there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see. That's supposed to help with the application. I kind of like that it has the brush on the other side. The one thing I will say about his packaging is, just say with other things, I might want a whole bunch of different shades of things, especially the blush, there's it tells you the shade on the back, but I appreciate colored stickers. I just do. Okay? Just helps me distinguish what I'm grabbing, and I like it, because at this point I have a lot of stuff to grab, so I'd like to be able to tell what color it is, especially because the packaging is obviously all white, so it's not you can see through. But I got the shade Soft Coral in the blush stick, and one thing it did say, I haven't actually like tried this yet, but it says that the brush is detachable, which I thought was really cool, so that you can clean it. So know that like I really think he thought through these products a lot, which I'm really excited about. We're gonna do this on one side, and then I did get powder blush, so we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna go right in from here. We'll see, because this looks obviously intimidating, especially for a, maybe I should stop saying that I'm not a blush person, you know, because obviously I've kind of proved that wrong, based off of my recent year. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dab, which is not coming off super intense. I know it will though, because I did, like I said, I did swatch these. So maybe I need to like, I don't want to swipe too hard. I do have the Huda Beauty Glow Skin. Before we go any further, notice how I want to start mentioning this in videos when I'm doing bronzer and cheek product reviews. Notice that I have a little bit of texture and it's a little bit darker here. So regardless if I have foundation on, both sides do it. That is just my natural skin. So just know, I don't know why, okay? I wish it wasn't, but it is. And I just want you guys to pay attention to that, because sometimes when I'm trying out new bronzers or cheek products, it tends to look just a little off from someone who doesn't have this issue. So I just wanted to make sure that I pointed that out, that it already has kind of a patch right there, and that's just how my skin is. Oh, that's pretty. So he did have a pretty good range of shades. And let's go ahead and we're going to, I think this is going to be really like nice and natural one. So a lot of snapping. I like the sounds. And then we're going to take the brush side. I did read, because I wanted to see, like, you know, like Patrick Ta's duos with the blush, it has the cream and the powder, and you're supposed to layer layer the powder first and then the cream over it to kind of bring that dewiness back to your face. But these, I read the description of this as well as the powder, and the powder actually says to layer over cream. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do just the powder on one side and then just the cream on one, so you guys can really see, in case you don't want both. I just really like the shades. I'm going to add a little bit more just to see if we can intensify that, but I do like it. And the pricing was not bad. So everything was $28, pretty much everything he just came out with, other than the powder blush, which was actually cheaper at $24. So I felt like the prices were very, very on par of not being that overly expensive. A little, you know, it wasn't $20, but it wasn't also like Laura Mercier and like into that higher end range. Like even the new Huda Beauty bronzer I picked up, and that was $31, and you actually get more in the Makeup by Mario product. So this does seem like it's building up, and it just, I will say, like, I am missing, I got this creamy peach in the blush shade because I just wanted it. Like, I just was like, I am missing peachy tones. So we're gonna turn on the lighting and all that good stuff in a minute. Let's go through the products first. But I am liking the way this looks. This is very nice and dewy, and nothing picked up foundation wise. So very good start. But I feel like these are more just like, I appreciate they hasn't been releasing things after release after release. And these seem like very well thought out, like core products. Like I could see myself, like, I'm like, if these are all this good, these are gonna become like staples in a routine, not just like, I'll try it and then you know, maybe I'll use it again one day. You know, I'll forget about it type thing. So this is the blush shade. This is Creamy Peach. Does look a little more pinky than peachy, but let's see here. You guys know I've been trying out, I feel like I've tried out a lot of blushes lately. Like I said, I'm not over buying blush. I'm just trying not to buy as many cream blushes. I'm more so like, I'll buy some powder ones. But I was not happy with unfortunately, I just really did not like the Pat McGrath ones. Like maybe the Demi Mattes I'll be okay with, but something scared the crap out of me. It fell between my boobs. It was like the mirror thing, and I was just like, what is that? So, anyways, distracting. definitely buildable. I really like that shade. This is like my summer shades, and they're very similar. So I'm gonna turn this all the way down so you guys can like truly see the shades. This obviously like super dewy, and even this one, like I still really like this shade. So I'm going to, I feel like this is actually like, the powder seems to be a little bit more intense than the cream blush. So what we're gonna do is just layer a little bit of the powder over it. Not too much because I like the dewiness it gives, but you know, I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna even this out a little bit and not look too crazy. But I will say, if you were looking for that peach shade, it's still a pinky peach. Like I would say like soft coral, it kind of matches both, even though this one is called creamy peach, if that makes sense, because I don't get that like full on peach, but it is, these are one of my favorites in terms of blush ranges, like shade wise. All right, and then let's go in with the bronzer. So the bronzer, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys swatches of the full ranges of bronzers. I did go with the medium dark shade, which obviously, if you look at me, you'd be like, maybe you should have gone for the medium. I like to be a little more adventurous with my bronzers. If I'm honest, like sometimes I like more neutrally ones, sometimes I like more of the reddish tone. I kind of have a skin tone where I feel like I can make a lot work. And I will, if I'm in a good swatch mood and I can go against other things in the store, this is what it looks like, by the way, I will go and like swatch up against the other ones in my range. So I will show you all guys those swatches. So I wanted something that was a little bit deeper, and a little bit just not as similar to my other bronzers. Some people are like, this is what I like and I can only go with this. I like to adventure off into a million shades of brown, even if the undertone is just a little bit different. So I'm not gonna take a lot. This is my Sonia G brush. Because like I said, I did get a deeper shade. But you guys will see, it's really the undertones that are different between the medium dark and the medium. It's not so much that it felt like they went from lightest to darkest. It was more so undertones. But yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? I just feel like the reddish tones kind of give you that like sun. I mean, I actually hate my skin after this full day in the sun, but that's the best way I can describe it. But everyone's different. I tend to like these more in the summertime, and then in the winter I like to go for more of like a very neutral shade. Oh my gosh, I'm dying in here. It is 84 in our house because we pay for like one of those, like, you know, AC goes up on at this time but then lowers during the day, and I'm just like like, what month are we in? Is it at least June finally? But Arizona's just not my favorite thing right now. So see, this is fine because I am dipping. It's not like I'm not dipping into the product. And I'm glad I went with this shade, because at first I was like, is it gonna be too dark? Doing swatches, like it builds up for sure. It's not one of those where it's like a light wash, but this is supposed to be very, you know, these products are, it's makeup by Mario, you know what I mean? They're supposed to be, I don't want to say like classic, I guess, more like everyday. But I'm excited for his brand right now. Like the eye stuff, I haven't tried a whole lot from the brand. I really tried, like today I do have his metallics palette on, but that's about it. I haven't really tried a whole lot, so this is the first range of his where I'm just like, yeah, and it feels like, I like that he came out with like a range, you know, not just like a product, and it made it so it's not like release after release. Are you guys like that? Do you switch up your bronzer shades, or are you like, no, I know what tone I like? Because then I feel like I just have a million of the same one, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I did get the new Huda Beauty Glowish one. I haven't tried it out yet, but I did do swatches, so you guys will see the similarities, because there were a few similarities where that's why I was like, no, I'm not gonna get this one because I already have the Charlotte Tilbury medium tan. I'm really liking this. I really want to try the contour stick. But I will show you guys this in natural light as well, and I'm going to turn down the lighting right now so you guys can truly see it. So this is with the lighting turned down. I feel very dewy. I I really like this range, and you guys know I don't say that about a lot of things. All right, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to go out in the sun and kind of show you guys what it looks like. All right, we're on my porch for natural lighting, and like I said, I think everything just, I love it. I'm very happy about this. I feel very pretty. Nothing brought out more texture through my skin, and I'm really happy with the bronzer shade. Like, I know it's not, you know, I was at first I was like, there's no way that's gonna work for me, and I'm really happy I got that shade because I like the look it gave me. So it's all about personal preference, you know. But yeah, this is how everything is looking. Like I said, I still think I have a little bit more blush on this side. Like, the powder is definitely more intense than the blush stick, but that's okay. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for. But I like the blush shade, and I like that, like, it's not bringing out anything I don't want. So I feel very summery in this, and it's freaking hot, you know, so that's what I want. But yeah, that's how everything is looking. All right, so on this arm, I'm trying not to get, like, hopefully there's not dog poo in the way, but I feel like it's so much better in natural lighting to, like, truly see the colors. So we have Pearl as the first highlighter, that second highlighter is Honey, the third is Golden, and then here are the swatches of the actual Just Makeup by Mario bronzers. They are missing the deepest shade, so I swatched all the ones that I could for you guys. All right, so we are outside, but at the top, those are just like a few of the blushes in the collection that I swatched, and then I did some comparisons. So here we have the top two are the Mario ones in medium dark, so you guys can just kind of tell, like, the tones are just slightly different, but overall, like, that's why I kind of went with the darker one, because I didn't feel like it was that much darker. It was more so like the undertone was just a little bit different. And then that third one in is the Huda Beauty Tan Light, and then, like, from the new, like, Glow Skin collection. The one after that is the fourth shade in her collection, which I actually thought, like, 3 was darker than the shade 4. And then we have Charlotte Tilbury in Tan, and then last is Caramel Cutie. So you guys can really see, like, Caramel Cutie and Huda Beauty's Tan Light are so similar, but the new Huda Beauty one has a little bit more of a shimmer, whereas, like, Fenty's Caramel Cutie is very, very matte. So that's why I decided to go with it, because I love that shade on me. So yeah, those are the swatches of all the bronzers. I'll make sure to put it on the screen so you guys can have a better idea too. Alright, so I'm really liking this look. He did come out with highlighters. Like I said, I will put it swatches. And I did some on bare skin as well. The thing is, though, is, like, they reminded me a lot of Milk Makeup Flex highlighters. So, and not in a bad way. It was just more so, like, I was just like, I would get this probably on a sale. But because I have so many highlighters, and he did come out with those classic ones, even though I liked the formula, it just didn't make sense for me to buy more. Like, I'm trying to be somewhat conscious of what I'm buying, and price-wise, I was just like, not right now. But, all right, guys, so overall thoughts. If you can't tell, I'm just like, yes. This is the first collection where, like, I just did a review on the Carly Bible, you know, face palette, and I've done it on the Pat McGrath blushes, and, like, I've reviewed a lot of products. I feel like I haven't been that bad about, you know, buying a lot, but, like, this is one where I'm just like, no, I don't regret a single thing I bought. There's not much to say. I really like that, like, the cream blush, I think is perfect on days where I just don't want to do a lot of makeup. I like doing just a skin tint with, like, a little pop of blush, so that's probably what I will use the stick for. I like that it's dual-ended. I like that you can take it off and clean it. That's very useful. I feel like he, like, thought about everything. Like I said, good job Makeup by Mario. Like, I feel like he thought about the consumer as well as just not, you know, it's not too, like, makeup artistry, if that makes sense. Like, he thought about what we would want in it. The only thing that I would change, like, literally about anything, is just putting the stickers on the packaging. That way you're not having to look at it, because there really is no way of knowing unless you, I mean, of course this one says peach, but, like, you know what I mean. That's just, like, a little thing, though, where I just like to, you know, reach into a drawer full of blushes and kind of know just by eyeballing it what the shades are. And then, like, some, you know, I don't mind the matte packaging. It kind of just is what it is. I don't I don't feel like it's cheap by any means. It's just very, very classic, very, very simple. So I prefer it over like, you know, this type of packaging. This type of packaging, I'm just like, even though I can see the shade, I feel like it just seems cheap. So even though I love the blush, okay? I'm sorry, my blonde's here. So anyways, I would say it kind of just depends on what you're going for. Like I said, we have a lot in our collection, but would I say that like these are things I can tell are going into my staples. Like I love the tone of the bronzer. I really like the way that the blush applied. Like everything just worked totally fine. And like I said, I don't feel like the price point was out of range. Again, I think this is all gonna be part of a core collection so that you could wait for a sale, you know, for a VIP sale type thing, because it's gonna be there. So there's no rush, but I would say if you have the money or if you were thinking about it formula wise, like I don't have anything bad to say. The only thing where I keep saying is like this is more of, it's more of like a coral peach. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't give me like peach. And I have just been in a very peachy mood. But I still prefer this color over almost lately I've been trying to step out of my box of like peach and very neutral blushes, and it's not working. I just don't like it. So I'm happy about this one for sure. But let me know if the swatches and stuff were useful for you guys, or going out into the sun. Like sometimes I'm just like, this is what I would want to see in a review, and then I do it and I'm like, do people care? I don't know. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts. But I don't regret a single product. I would say, gosh, it's hard to like choose a favorite. I don't think I can. I think I equally liked every product. I can't wait to try the sculpting stick. Like I said, it doesn't say anything about when it's going to be in stock. So we'll see. And obviously I'll watch more videos on how he applies it. Like I didn't have any problem with the way I applied it, so I think it's fine. But yeah, what did you guys think? Congratulations, Makeup by Mario. I can't wait to see what else he comes out with, because I feel like this was like, for me, like this was his true brand launch compared to like the eye products. You know, I just feel like this is like, this has been his best so far, for like by far. And I like my metallics palette, but this just hits differently, you know? So let me know what you guys think. If you guys picked up anything, I would love to hear it down in the comments down below. But yeah, that is it from me. Bye guys.